briefly just share my screen and just take you through a few wee bits and pieces, just sort of the housekeeping at the end here. I know that I've met or got scheduled with, I think, all of you now, just the business improvement plans, which we're working on together. And I've had some meetings with you, some of you this week, and I think I've got most of them scheduled in. And this is just obviously some of the things that we're talking about. It's very much a sort of tool for yourself and an aid memoir for our discussions in terms of just where your business is at, what are the types of things you want to do to move it forward, and just getting a sense of, you know, your marketing and your social media, where you are digitally. We've talked about experiences in product development. That can be with collaboration as well. People who've got staff or looking to staff up, or how do you do that, and the sustainability underlying messages as well. So we're obviously, between myself and Yvonne, you know, we're here to sort of facilitate that process with you over the sort of the next 6 or 7 months. And hopefully then we can get some plans that are ready for you to start making some of these implementations in the shoulder months for 2023. In terms of the digital reviews, we've partnered with Visit Scotland. Thanks to all of you who've returned the email. It's just a wee bit of sort of GRDP bureaucracy in terms of the review, but I think that's another tool we can tap into. These were just some headline things that I got off of Hootsuite, and it always blows my mind now in terms of the population of the world. I think it's going to get to 8 billion in the next 5 years. 67% of them have got, you know, use a phone. 62% are on the internet, and 58% are using social media platforms, and increasingly using social media to make decisions about everything we do now. We go in, we look at things, we look at ratings, we're looking at reviews. I mean, I'm at that age where I find the whole thing quite just wow, you know, the way the world has changed and continues to do. So I think this is just setting into the fact about some of these trends are increasing. It's not going away. The curve's still going the right direction. I think COVID did definitely accelerate the use of these technologies. If you look at social media, it grew 10% year on year between 20 and 21, and that was obviously pandemic led. The digital review, it's quite a nice wee tool that Visit Scotland use, and it just helps you just get a sense of where you are with your Google, your security, you know, your speed of uploads, your social media presence, the bookability, discoverability, transactability. And to be honest with you, you know, I still struggle with it all, but if you're not doing these types of things, you're going to miss out in terms of how people find you. And it's sort of like it or lump it. And the social media aspects of things, there's so much out there in terms of just how you break that down into in terms of how do I manage that with my business. And it's a really helpful tool just to see where you're at, because fundamentally people are going to find you, they're going to book you, and they're going to make the transaction on one of these or an iPad or a laptop, and that's just the way of the world. So it's quite a great wee tool, and they'll do all that online, and then once the report's finished, they'll be able to share it with you, and hopefully then it creates a series of actions that you can start to look at in terms of your social media or your web presence. Somebody explained it to me recently. You're not a kayaking company or an SUP hire company. You have to become a media company that just so happens to be doing kayaking or SUPs. And it's like, it's trying to just turn your mind round to that way of thinking, which is not easy to do, especially when you're my age and come from a sort of traditional sort of management background. We've obviously got the workshops all scheduled in for you. We took sort of recognition of the timing, and I hope that works for you this evening. So we've got them obviously linked in through to 31st of May, 14th of June and the 4th of September. We're still planning a residential workshop, and we'll be in touch with you. That's probably going to be October sometime, and we'll obviously get a better sounding in terms of where that's going to be. And then we'll do a wrap-up workshop sort of mid-October. The one-to-one business and travel trade support, that's sort of running through now and June, and then we'll pick up with you again in September as we get into the sort of shoulder months. But what I've been saying to everybody, myself and Yvonne or Stuart, we're here in the background. And once we start to build that relationship and that trust with you in terms of helping you move your business forward, you know, don't wait for us to be in touch with you. If it's something you want to talk about, if you're looking for any advice or support, just drop us an email and we'll be in touch. And I think it's great what Ross was saying there as well in terms of just engaging with the SSDA, because at the end of the day, they're looking for building up that portfolio of products and experiences, and it's great to feed into that as well. And it's great that the SSDA is here, to be honest with you, because I think it makes life a lot easier for people. So I know it's all been quite a lot in quite a short space of time, but we have been trying to just align with your time requirements and your business needs. And I'm going to shut up now. That's us. So I will stop recording. I'll come out of that and we'll just... have you any, I mean, does anybody have any questions at the moment? I know we're obviously catching up with you with the one-to-ones, and I think I've seen some of you, and I'm going to see them, you know, a number of you over the next few weeks. First ones I'm doing online, and then because I'm based down here, some of the time I'm going to come out and meet you face to face, which I obviously think is a bit better. So unless anybody's got anything burning to ask at the moment, we're delighted to have you all on board. We're looking forward to working with you over the next 6 or 7 months. And the conversations I've had so far have been really encouraging. So hopefully we're doing the right thing to help you over the coming months. Thank you.
Thanks, Fergus.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thanks for everybody's time.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, so bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Fergus.
Bye.
Thanks,
everybody.
guys.
Bye, everybody.
See you soon.
Cheers, guys.
How do I stop recording? It's up there recording.